We decided to analyse the film Orphan because of its psychopathic narrative. Also, both the protagonist and the antagonist are female, so we wanted to examine how the girls are portrayed, as we want to use a female as our main character. Firstly, we looked at the use of editing. Almost all of the transitions between the shots are fade. This connotes the slow-paced and calculated plan that the young female antagonist has. There are a few long takes throughout the opening sequence, such as a long shot of a metal swing chain. The strong metal connotes the strength of the antagonist, and the long take connotes the length she is willing to go in order to torment the family she chooses. One of the only cuts in the entire sequence is from a medium shot to a close-up of the woman's face as she screams. In the shots, she is in labour, so they could connote the pain that the child she adopts brings into her life. A lot of the clip is in slow motion, which helps to connote the carefully designed plan that the antagonist has, because she slowly manipulates her way into the family's lives before destroying it. One of the transitions makes the young girl's face quite blurry and distorted, connoting the unclear and unstable state of her mind. The very last shot of the sequence is a long take of the building that was previously seen in the clip. The title of the film, Orphan, comes across the screen, implying that the building in the background is significant in the narrative. We then looked at the use of the camera in the sequence. Near the beginning there is a low-angle shot of a metal chain connoting the strength of the antagonist, due to the strength of the material and the superior position of the chain being high up. There is a bird's-eye view shot of the staircase, which helps to connote the anticipating danger for the family as the girl is planning her deceit. There's another bird's-eye view shot as the woman is being pushed in the wheelchair. This connotes the weakness of the woman and her vulnerability in comparison to the impending danger. Also, there is a close-up of the woman screaming, connoting the extent of her pain and the torture she is experiencing, and it connotes that she can't cope with the agony. Whilst there is an extreme close-up of a sharp knife, the camera tracks right down the stairs. This shot and the movement both connote the fearful danger getting closer and the pain that it will inflict. Lastly, there is a close-up of the antagonist wiping off her makeup as she cries. The shot connotes her angry and upset attitude and that she will lash out as a result of how she is feeling. We then analysed the sound. There is no dialogue in this opening sequence, which connotes the secrecy of the antagonist's plan. No one has any idea that she is planning something as sinister as the reality of what she intends to do to the family. There is a dissonant and atonal score near the beginning, which help connote the disturbed mindset of the antagonist and her evil intentions. The sound of blood dripping down the screen connotes the gory and sinister aspects of the film. It is obvious that the intentions of the antagonist are violent and aggressive, wanting to hurt the other characters. Near the end of the sequence there is an orchestral score. This connotes the collective voices in the antagonist's mind and the strength that they will have. It also connotes, despite all the violence and death, the good side will win and defeat the threat. Lastly, we looked at the mise-en-scène in the sequence. Throughout the clip, there is blood dripping or being spattered across the screen, connoting the violent nature of the antagonist and the satisfaction she gets from spilling blood. In the close-up of some forms on the table, we see two photos of the young female antagonist. The first one shows her smiling, and the second one shows her with a very serious face looking quite miserable. This change in expression connotes the fake character that the girl initially shows the family. On the surface she is kind and sweet, but underneath she is aggressive and determined to inflict pain. In the shots with the woman in labour, we see her wearing white. This colour is culturally dependent, as Western cultures link the colour to purity, whilst Eastern cultures believe it signifies death. The shot interprets both meanings, as she is an innocent and harmless character, but we see her screaming in pain, connoting agony and death. The use of a wheelchair connotes the woman's weakness and disability to control the disasters in her life. A knife and the constant appearance of blood are both iconographic of horror films, allowing the audience to associate the film to the correct genre. There is a broken mirror with the antagonist looking at her reflection. In one of the shots, broken mirrors are often associated with bad luck, therefore this connotes all of the misfortune that the girl brings to the family. Throughout the opening sequence there is a low-key lighting connoting the darkness that the young girl inflicts wherever she goes. In this clip there are only female characters, which connotes that women are both weak and strong. With the antagonist being female, the audience sees that she is strong and controlling over her victims. However, with the protagonist also being female, it portrays the iconography that women are weak and vulnerable to the manipulation of others.